Coral reefs aren't our only coastal protectors against the fury of hurricanes. Safety also comes from a vast network of mangroves throughout the state. A network that was hit hard by Irma, but is now getting an assist from a determined college freshman. 90% of the mangroves in our state are in South Florida, ranging from the Everglades to the Florida Keys. Much like the Amazon rainforest, the Florida mangroves absorb tons of carbon each year, filtering out our waters and helping cool the planet. But during Hurricane Irma, NASA scientists estimate almost half of mangroves were damaged or destroyed, nearly 200 square miles worth. This 18-year-old FIU freshman sprung into action.
I was helping clean up at a parking lot where I used to work. Mixed into all the debris and everything, I saw the mangrove seedlings. I estimated there were probably about like 10,000 mangroves in that parking lot alone. And I took about 524 of them home.
Teo Quine studied marine science in high school, and his sister works in ocean research. Throw in a YouTube lesson or two, and a rooftop became a greenhouse.
I took like empty yogurt containers and basically just started growing them on my roof where the most sunlight was.
How'd your mom feel about that?
She was a little angry because I was always up on the roof all the time.
During natural events like hurricanes, these mangroves provide more than just a habitat for fish. They're our first line of defense against things like coastal erosion, storm surge, and strong winds.
They just keep everything in place where it needs to be. And without mangroves, half of the houses that are located like on the water wouldn't be there.
So after 7 months of watering and sunlight, half of the seedlings that survived, about 200 of them, were ready for a new home.
You put in a lot of work, grew these plants, and then you had to pick a location. So what went into finding a spot to plant these?
Matheson Hammock's like a place that I've been coming to for a couple years now for kiteboarding and water sports, paddleboarding and everything. I picked the location because it's dear to me and that I want to see there for a while. Basically, like I had an idea of a sandbar that I knew of.
And it's just out there.
And that's where they are now. So they're just about, like I'd say a mile out.
There's already mangroves over there, so you knew it would be good for it?
So basically, within the sandbar, there's a ton of nutrients. There's seagrass, there's mangrove seedlings, there's tons of wildlife out there. So I thought it'd be a great idea. And since it's shallower, the water gets a little bit warmer, which gives an advantage to the mangroves.
Teo mapped out a grid to plant the mangroves and spent 7 hours planting seedlings attached to 180 PVC pipes.
And eventually, Teo hopes his mangroves end up looking like this. Hurricane season is upon us, and you're helping prepare for the next hurricane season.
Exactly, yeah. It's important to take the idea to like replant and kind of take the initiative to kind of keep the shoreline the way it is. In the Keys, for example, the road's so close to the water that as soon as any of the mangroves are gone, the road will be gone too. You know, nature helps us every day, and that the coast is something that we should value. It's something really important.